Hello, children. Good morning. Today I am going to tell you a story of a foreigner who came to India and he loved India by friends. He came with the help of friends, but he was very much attracted towards the nature and beauty of our India. So this is a story written by Mark Tully. William Mark Tully. He tells that why he likes India and Indians very much. He gives us word pictures of India's natural beauty and the beauty of India's social, religious, culture and many activities. The colorful of the Indian cultures. There are beautiful descriptions. He has written in his own words how the India attracted to him. It might be his friends and the beauty of nature and whatever he got the feelings of his friends towards the India. And he is Sir William Mark Tully. Sir William Mark Tully, KBE, is the former bureau chief of BBC channel, New Delhi, a position he held for 20 years. He was the bureau of chief of bureau of KBE, a position he held for 20 years. He worked with BBC for a total of 30 years before resigning in July 1994. The recipient of several awards. He has received many awards. Tully has authored 9 books. He is a member of Oriental Club. He was born on 24th October 1935 in Kolkata. And his spouse was Margaret Tully. Children: Sarah Tully, Emma Tully, Patrick Tully and Sam Tully. Awards: Padma Bhushana, Padma Shri, British Academy Television Richard Dimbley Award. And he finished his Marlborough College, Lincoln Theological College, Trinity Hall, Cambridge and many more. So India is a colorful and having a different culture, different religious people in India. It is a brightest, colorful, filled with everywhere. It has different caste, different religion, different features. So India is having a national flower, a lotus, which is a very beautiful, and we have many great monuments like Qutub Minar, Taj Mahal, Indian Gate, and we have many great sportsmen like Sachin Tendulkar, many players, dancers, soldiers, many great politicians also like our father of nation Mahatma Gandhi ji, who has fought for our freedom. And we have different cultures like Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab, Kerala, Karnataka and everywhere. And they have a different national fruits, national food, sweets. The sweet of national sweet is jalebi. National fruit is mango. So these are our great achievements or great things of India. So when he came to India, he was taken to the All India Radio by his predecessors. Predecessors means his ancestors. His father has allowed him to meet the members of press club, and he says, I was very much having a good friends in my neighbors, my press club, the members of a press club and All India Radio. It's through them that I have become involved in their country. When I am asked, I am staying on I reply, because of my friends. I came to India and I'm staying in India because of my friends of India. And he's saying that I am drawn to India by its beauty, particularly its natural beauty. And he's saying that I was recently gone to the India to see the colorful things of India, like the Himalayans, Himalayan ranges, snow-capped mountains. And he says that I went to India and I remember the campfire in the great Himalayan National Park, watching the snow-covered mountains glittering in the sunset and the sunshine. And then a week later, I was in Kerala, in the extreme south, sitting in the bathing trunks. This is called bathing trunks. That is the where they can see the sunrise and sunset on the beaches of the sea, of the Arabian Sea. He went to Arabian Sea, and in the sunset he saw a great red dome below the horizon, which looks very, very beautiful. So he was attracted towards India. And at least you also once in your life watch the sunrise and the sunsets on the Arabian Sea of Kerala. There are smells of India too, which evoke such nostalgia. And then he says, in the dry scent of early summer in Delhi, he saw the blue jacaranda. He saw blue jacarandas and the scarlet gulmohars. And the other trees come into flower. So, trees come into flower. The sweet smell of the queen of night. So, he has seen the queen of night, which can be seen only at night. And the freshness of the first of pine trees in the foothill of the Himalayas. Then he says about the mosque of our Indians. The Muslims go for the mosque and they bow for the head. They bow their heads in prayer, and colorful informality of the pujaris. So the pujaris are colorful, and informality, they are not so formal. Informality of the priests in the evening and morning rites in the Hindu temples. And then he says about the open air dhabas in Gujarat. He has been to the open air dhabas. And then he says about our vegetarian thali, the great vegetarian thali, which cannot be get any other part of the India's. Only we can get in India. So variety of vegetables and sweet and every part, which can be a healthy food and a balanced diet. So let us now go to the lesson and read it. So the new words in the lesson are involved. You all know involved, closely connected in relationships and activities of others. I involved all my friends in cooking competition. So that is involved. Austerity, simplicity. The simplicity of India he loves very much. Solemn. Here last N is silent. Solemn. So that means very serious. Informality. So not grand. Informality. Unusual. Interesting because different from others. Unusual. Usual means same, regular. I usually eat idli. So when I prepare some sweet breads or jalebi or jamun, then it is unusual breakfast. So same he says, unusual. Ecstasy, state of strong feeling of happiness. So he was very much happy. That is ecstasy. Unit number 5, India through the eyes of a foreigner. So before going to the lesson, you have to listen carefully, and before watching the video, read the lesson. After watching the video also, read the lesson and tick the new words which you are unfamiliar. In this short account of his experiences in India, Sir William Mark Tully tells us why he likes India and Indians very much. He gives us word pictures. That means he is giving a word pictures, not images for you, of India's natural beauty and the beauty of India's social, religious and cultural activities. Why he is not giving a pictures? Because it is a countless and unmeasurable. You cannot measure the beauty of India. There are beautiful descriptions of the ways in which we worship the Almighty. Beautiful descriptions he gives that how we pray the God. In the end, he says he has been accepted as a part of India. He says that the Indian people are very good and humble to make or to accept everything and anything from everywhere, from nowhere also. So they are very big hearted, great hearted people. This thought makes him feel good. So the author is also saying to you, read this passage at home before your teacher gives the model reading. Follow the teacher's reading carefully. Okay? So keep reading the passage at home to strengthen your reading ability. So only listening is not important. Whatever you listen, it should be read. You will know the pronunciation, the silent letter words, the plural forms and many other things. Where to use the articles, the degrees of comparisons, figures of speech, everything. Come, let us go to the lesson now. I soon realized that it was not going to be difficult to get involved in India. From day one, I was surrounded by friends. He says that I soon realized that it was not going to be difficult to get involved in India. Because when he came to India, people were very much friendly with him. From day one, I was surrounded by friends. The friends my predecessors introduced me to. The staff of All India Radio, the members of the press club and my new neighbors. So when I came to India, all my All India Radio friends, members of press clubs and my neighbors surrounded me. Many are still good friends. It's through them that I have become involved in their country. Now, when I am asked when I am staying on, I reply because of my friends. He says that I am living in India only because of my friends. That, of course, is only part of the truth. I am drawn to India by its beauty, particularly its natural beauty. Recently, I was beside a campfire in the Great Himalayan National Park. So he says that recently, ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, so same. Now he went to the campfire. The people have a fire and they sit around that. So that is called campfire. I have shown in the image. In the Great Himalayan National Park. Watching the snow-covered mountains glitter in the sunset. And then he says, a week later, I was in Kerala in the extreme south. So, Kerala is a state. He went to the Kerala and sitting in the bathing trunks looking out over the Arabian Sea as the sun slid like a great red dome below the horizon. There are the smells of India too, which evoke such nostalgia. And then he says, there is the dry scent of early summer in Delhi as the blue jacaranda. I have shown you blue jacaranda. the scarlet gulmohars and other trees. So many other trees into flower. The sweet smell of the queen of the night and the freshness of the first of pine trees in the foothills of the Himalayas. After a long, hot and dusty drive across the plains, he goes for the folk songs and classical music with ragas that start with such austerity and end in ecstasy. So he says it starts with interesting simplicity and ends in a feeling of happiness. The songs starts in simple but ends with a great happiness. There are the great epics. So the great epics of Indian are the holy books, the Bhagavad Gita, the Bible, the Quran. So these are our epics and the love poetry. There is the art of the Pradhan tribe in central India which occupies the whole of one wall of my flat. So Pradhan tribe, that means Panchayat. There is the color of festivals. So India is having a color of festivals like Deepavali, Dasara, Panchami, Yugadi, Holi. Yes, many colorful festivals we have. The solemn dignity of the courtyards of the great mosques filled with line. So he says that line after line of worshippers bowing their heads in prayer and the colorful informality of the pujaris. We can see the worshippers in the mosque are line by line. They are bowing their heads. And the pujaris performing the evening rites in a Hindu temple. There is a sound of priests singing the Sikh scriptures carrying across the water of the sacred tank. So they bring the water from Ganga river, Kaveri river and some other rivers which is very pure or pavitra. Sacred means ಪವಿತ್ರವಾದಂಥ ನೀರನ್ನು ತಂದು ದೇವರ ಪೂಜೆನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್. There are the great monuments of India. We can see great monuments like Taj Mahal, Qutub Minar, Gol Gumbaz, many others. I have never known anyone to be disappointed by the Taj Mahal. So he says that I have never seen a person who is disappointed by the Taj Mahal. That means the Taj Mahal is the most beautiful building in the world. And the forts of Rajasthan. The forts of Rajasthan are also very, very beautiful. There are the fresh cooked parathas for breakfast in the open air dhabas. So there are different varieties of parathas like potato paratha, cauliflower paratha, many paneer parathas and all. Or restaurants along the Grand Trunk Road. He says many restaurants are there and many open air dhabas also are there. And there the delicacy of vegetarian thali or tray in Gujarat. So Gujarat is famous for vegetarian thali. So which cannot be eaten by a single person. So 2-3 people share a single vegetarian thali which costs near to 2 to 3,000. And then he says all these kept me in India, but there are not whole. But he is saying that only this is not the whole. There are many things. It would need a poet to describe what India means. He says that if I need a poet, I can describe. If I get a poet, I can describe India in many ways. What India means to me, and I am no poet. I am not a poet. He says that I am not a poet and I can't express in words. I can only say that I am not alone among foreigners in believing there is nowhere like India. He says that no any other place like India is there and no people like Indians. I am perhaps more unusual for a foreigner in that I have been accepted as a part of India. So every foreigner, every person of India is very much proud of being Indian, of its beauty, culture, religious, and everything. So sacred animals like cow is a sacred animal of Indians, and the sacred rivers. We prefer or we give the preference to the god first. It is the nature or the natural beauty of India, which has a green color of trees and water flows and the animals, birds, everything. The people, mostly the people of India are very colorful. Their hearts are also colorful. So be proud to be Indian and follow the Indian customs and rules that brings India in the higher level. Now we are in the great level that other countries are following Indian cultures, but we are following the Western culture, which is not so good to the human being or a humankind. So let us follow, let us keep, and let us improve or develop our Indian culture. Thank you for watching, children. Be proud to be Indian. I am proud to be an Indian and I am proud to be a woman. Thank you.